Don't carry this thing up, check that way.
Okay. Hello, good morning. This is Dr. Ko Autofix. Today we're working on a Volkswagen Passat FSI 2006 model 2.0T. That T stands for turbo. FSI fuel system injected. I think that is, sorry, fuel straight injection. Okay, now what it means is that the injector injects fuel straight into the cylinder. Now, without wasting much of your time, the main reason for this video here is because the remote key fob will not unlock the car. Now, I've been inside this situation. I'm handling this kind of a problem for the first time, and the first thing which I did in order to be able to clear my head first is to connect my computer to the car. I scanned it and check through the data which I got through it, and see if there is any of the information that's going to be related to the key fob or remote access. But unfortunately, there is none. Okay, I looked through the YouTube to see if I can find any resourceful information. I got someone who said he had there is a connection inside, connector inside that looks golden in color. So you have to clean that up. When you clean it up, you couple it back, everything is gonna start working fine. I did the same thing, but no result. He also said that he changed battery on his own, that it didn't fix the problem, and that even confused me the more. So what I was actually thinking about is to make a purchase of this remote fob, because here, since it wouldn't be able to open, I asked the previous owner and he said that the emergency key was misplaced, so I couldn't even get any entrance to it, which here you can apply something here to open before you can be able to have the access to it. So I was stuck. Now the symptoms where you're going to be getting here if you have this kind of a problem is the door is going to lock fine, all right, and you can see the trunk is going to unlock the trunk, but one thing that it will not do is that it's not going to unlock the car. So I battled with this problem for long, and I have to start taking other things into my hand. I'm actually rebuilding this car, and I like this car because this car is good. I still have some other electronic problem which I'm about to deal with, but this one right now is another thing, because not having any access into the car is a problem. So today it dawned on me that I have to do something that I always do, which I suppose it should be able to help anyone out there who is having a problem with his VW key fob. I didn't find any information resourceful enough on the internet to be able to help me solve this problem. At the end of the day, at the bottom line, I end up getting it solved myself. So here, I'm sharing it with you guys for free. Okay, for most of you who have this problem, I think I did describe the symptoms you're gonna be getting. When you push on the lock button right there once, if you're having this problem, I want to confirm it to you to understand. If you push it, you're gonna see the light at the underneath the driving mirror, the side mirrors, the two side mirrors. The light is gonna flash. When you push the lock button, it's gonna flash, and when it flash, then your car is gonna lock up. When the car locks up, the next symptoms there which you're gonna be looking at is you press the trunk button. It's gonna open. It's gonna open very well. Now the next one there is you get into the driver's side. If suppose you can get into the driver's side, I think VW did a very interesting thing on this very remote here, and that is, I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them. Forget about all the rubbish that Scotty is saying. Yes, I'm gonna say it again. Forget all the rubbish that Scotty is saying. I think Toyota pretty much trained Scotty, so he have a lot of disrespect and disregard for VW. But me, I am not trained by any of this company, but I respect these guys because of their ingenuity. Now they did this in order to save your ass, and that is why they left emergency entrance from the trunk. So when you are stuck in this problem and you lost the emergency access key, just like the previous owner lost in this very one here that I bought, that I want to rebuild and flip. What it means, that what they did there is, which the ingenuity there is, you should get through the trunk and get inside through the center seat that is there, that you can and push that red button down. When you grab that red button, push it all the way down, you get in from the trunk. Maybe a little kid should be able to get in through that trunk there and open the back door. When you open the back door, then you can have access into the door and into the car. Then he can probably, from there you can open the driver's door and get access into it. So that's the first thing right there. Okay, when you get access into the door and get to the driver's position, now the second step here which I want you to perform is you need to hook up a scan tool into the car, the OBD port, and do a complete health check of the car. When you finish doing it, if you find any code related to part, it's gonna show it as part, P-A-T, part. So if you find any trouble code related to part, then it means there could be a problem with the transponder. I mean the transponder inside the relay, the remote fob that you have in your hand. But if you don't have any, even though if you find any right there, the second solution there is you have to clear all the code right there. When you clear all the code, then you should try getting out of the car, then lock it again and try to unlock the button. And the locking process is you press the lock button once, and to unlock the car you need to press the unlock button twice. Tap it 1, 2. You should be able to unlock. If it doesn't unlock, then the third step is you've got to reset the key fob system. Refobbing the key fob system is just simply you're gonna hold the remote and face it towards the car and press the unlock button and the lock button simultaneously for about a second or 2 seconds. I think that should be able to reset it. And if you do this third method of resetting the remote key fob system and it doesn't unlock it, then you want to proceed to the fourth method which I use. I follow this step. I took one after the other before after doing this, and mine worked. And if it doesn't work in your own, then you should drop me a link, you should drop me a comment below this description, or watch the next video which I'm gonna be posting about it. So, and the reason I'm gonna be posting the next video about it is for some of you that these very options that I gave here didn't work out, the next option should be able to have it working. Now the next option that you should be performing here is you should when you lock up the car, I want you to go straight up to the hood and open the hood, then disconnect the negative terminals of the battery. When you disconnect it, then if you want to make it faster, you can unlock the trunk. Sorry, you can hook up the battery back. When you hook up the battery, so to say, go through the trunk, enter through the emergency seat, which I told you that you're gonna push the red button down and push it forward so you can open. Push the red button in the middle of the seat, of the back seat there, push it all the way down, then push it forward, then to slide in, get someone in there to open the back door. Then when you get entrance into it, then open the driver's door, enter the car, don't lock the trunk this time, then remove the battery head, the negative terminal of the battery, then go inside the driver's seat side, step on the brake pedal, step on it all the way down and release it, step it all the way down, release it. Then do this let's say a couple of 3 to 4 times. When you do this, then allow the car for like 15 minutes without plugging the negative terminals back. Then after 15 minutes, I think by that time, if the reset process that you did through the remote didn't completely reset the system, then pressing the brake pedal with the battery terminals disconnected, we completely reset the whole system. Don't get crazy, don't get mad. Yeah, don't get mad. After doing this is not a Asian car, this is not a Toyota, a cheap Toyota, where after removing the battery terminal, you will start relearning procedures in order to get a computer back, engine electronics back, to knowing exactly how to relearn, or maybe to drive the car for some time for the computer to be able to relearn to do the relearn procedures. But this one, once you've done it, you put the negative terminal back, they can leave it for some just like 30 seconds, everything's gonna be back to normal. Okay, do subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already. Click on the notification bell icon. If this video doesn't help you to fix a problem, drop me a comment below this description, and do watch the next video about this I'm gonna be making. Bye for now.